necessarily always stealing. They might just be selling magazines.
Requesting close air, target marked.
And we've learned the fate of the men who decided to let ChatGPT do their legal work.
Two U.S. lawyers fined for submitting fake court citations from ChatGPT. $7,500. Or no, $5,000.
For a lawyer, that's like the cost of doing business, so they're just all going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's definitely like smart lawyers, but they were very, like, apologetic, and I think they.
I'm sure that they're lawyers. They wrote a very nice statement.
But I think they've learned their lesson.
But has anyone else learned that lesson? Or are they just going to be like, eh?
In a way, I'd say some people have learned that, oh, we can do that, it just costs $5,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And
FTC versus
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
That sounds good. $5,000. Sounds good.
Some people $5,000 is a life-changing amount of money to have to spend. Some people, they don't even notice it. They wouldn't even know it's gone. And those people get to go to space.
Virgin Galactic completes first commercial flight and major step for space tourism company.
I thought Virgin shut down. Am I imagining that? I manufactured
Speaking
Changing mag.
We've lost half the field. Fight back.
Was Branson Virgin Galactic?
Also,
Maybe you're right. Maybe
I'm confused. Yeah.
Well, maybe that was the space plane one. I don't know. Anyway,
Someone will tell us, I'm sure. I might be misremembering.
these are actually not super rich people. The Italian Air Force, for whatever reason, paid for some guys to go up here. So this was probably Italian taxpayer money.
Wow.
Also, the stock went down 10% after the successful flight.
it's strange.
What were they expecting?
Enemy down.
Oh yeah, I remember that I own stock in that. I need to sell it.
Maybe that. And NASA has their own special plane for this type of thing, or at least they did.
NASA has killed its electric plane's flight plan, citing safety concerns.
Troops at contact.
And it's the X-57 if you're keeping up with such things. Problems with the propulsion system, so let's not do it.
And the problem is it can stop and not provide propulsion.
Isn't it nice, though, when, someone finds an engineering issue and they just don't go?
It's nice, but it's not as nice when you realize that we
Dropping ammo here.
And lithium is certainly in big demand. We need more and more of it. In fact, we need an impossible amount of it if we're all going to be driving electric cars. So we're trying to get it any place we can. But it turns out this is basically the white balance for space.
NASA opposes lithium mining at Tabletop Flat and Nevada Desert site used to calibrate satellites. So underneath the lake bed, there's a bunch of lithium. But it turns out this is the flattest spot in North America. This is the best spot to calibrate satellites.
So that means that they will absolutely mine it because they don't care.
It's a big fight, but it seems like the mining.
Targets down.
Oh, it's the same thing as like when we talked about keeping the skies dark and stuff like that. They don't care. It doesn't matter that it impedes issues with being able to see the night sky and research. Just keep throwing stuff up there.
Well, eventually when we run out of it, we have to go into space for it. And where can we find it? Well, maybe we've got a new place.
Copy. UAV is on station.
A planet that
online.
shouldn't exist has been found. It's orbiting really close to its star, but its star should have vaporized.
Covering your six.
So it's a bit of a mystery.
Secret alien base? I think so.
I was imagining like the little fish that clings to the shark, but that's the planet.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
The sun doesn't eat it because it's like, oh, it's cleaning off my parasites.
But it would have to have moved.
Well,
So it's got propulsion.
yeah. So it's a
Hostile cruise
Maybe they just moved a bunch of water.
Humans pump so much groundwater that Earth's axis has shifted, study finds.
This is really interesting to me. I was like, there's no way. But they did some calculations about, like, it's normal for the Earth's axis to shift periodically. But it had shifted in such a way, like, it was a little too extreme. And they're like, what's going on? What's accounting for that? And they did some math, and they realized it was, like, the same amount based on the water.
Throwing a stunner.
I was like, wow.
Just like the Three Gorges Dam,
Hostile
slowly
area.
Earth to the point we did have to do GPS correctly.
There's certainly no chance that research that Kelsey made to say something that's just not true in order to do something in government or business.
The WHO's Cancer Research Agency has said aspartame sweetener is a possible carcinogen, according to sources.
It tastes terrible, so I believe it.
Who could have guessed that this mad concoction that we've used to simulate sugar could be bad for us? Maybe what it did to the rats. Did you read those studies?
Yeah.
Nothing good happened to those rats. And nothing good will happen to you if you mess around with mosquitoes.
First U.S. malaria cases diagnosed in decades in Florida and Texas.
Now, Florida's got the Bill Gates mosquitoes. How are they not protecting us?
Advancing.
It turns out mosquitoes breed like mosquitoes.
Did they evolve? What's going on?
Life finds a way.
It's
Hostile
answers.
UAV in the area.
And this number seems a little too small
Yeah.
because this affects pretty much everybody, and it's horrific.
Green reaches a $10.3 billion settlement over contamination of water systems in a move that the company heralded as, oh, that's amazing. We thought it was going to be so much worse. We're glad that we're off the hook for only $10.3 billion.
That's so much value. It is so much value.
The cost of
Target
doing
destroyed.
business.
These are the PFAs, not to be confused with PUFAs. It's different. PFAs are the forever chemicals which, once they're created by 3M, don't break back down to the constituent parts.
A broad class of chemicals used in non-stick, water, and grease-resistant products. We should just keep using cast iron skillets.
Steel. We can use steel. And we all know that the healthcare system here in America is broken and awful. And what are the alternatives? Well, we've got all these little private instant care pop-up clinics, which are also just, it makes you
Not
think
fabulous.
that you're living in a horrible future, which you are, but there's room for that to get worse.
Dr. Walmart will see you now. Oh, here's some topical cream for that terrible area on your skin that